Yo, what's up, guys? Uh, Dominant Laker fan 24 here. That's a cringe name, and this is my first YouTube video. And yeah, you can make fun of my glasses. I don't care. You might know me as Zero God Loading. I think I left that channel because I think I'll have more success over here on this channel, and fat. No, but I thought I would have more success on this channel, and I could do something I actually kind of like. But this channel is gonna be all about Lakers. Sometimes about NBA news, but mostly about Lakers. Right now we're in the free agency period, as you all know. We have obviously picked up LeBron James, which I think is it's a great move. I mean, we needed that superstar to complement our young pieces such as Ingram, Lonzo, and Kyle Kuzma, and throw in Josh Hart with that mix. And I love our rookies, Civi and Wagner. I think Wagner has a lot of potential in this league. Civi is like our Klay Thompson. He can knock down the three and play some defense, which every team needs. Even though we do have somebody like that in Josh Hart, but I think Civi hits that three with just like smoothness and excellence. He's somebody that will complement LeBron well if LeBron ever kicks it out to him. So there's just my introduction video, but I will be giving you what I think about our free agency signings in this video. So let's just do this now. Obviously, number one is LeBron James. A+. We needed a superstar, and we haven't had a superstar since, Kobe. If you, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but if you can call Kobe a superstar in his last year, I mean, you really can't, because he only averaged about 17. But I guess I still can't call, whatever. Yeah, sure, 2016 and Kobe. But we needed that superstar that could, help us win some games and help us win to the playoffs. Especially, he's not in the East no more, so it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be tougher. It's just gonna be harder for him to make his what is it, 9th consecutive final? No, 8th, or I don't know. I've lost count. And it's gonna be harder for him to do it. So yeah. Second pickup was JaVale McGee. I think this was a good pickup because we recently waived our young big man from Indiana, Thomas Bryant, which I don't agree with. He was a energy type of guy who hit the three and played defense pretty good. And yeah, he looked nervous out in the NBA, man, but everybody does that. He didn't get a lot of minutes to prove himself. He didn't get Lonzo type minutes. Lonzo got like 35 a game, so he matured more into his role. That's what happens with experience, LeBron came out the league dominating, but he steadily grew on his dominance. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? So did like Kobe and Jordan, like all of them. They didn't, the rookie years they weren't out here averaging 30. Well, LeBron, he was out here averaging 20, but you know what I'm trying to say. I think JaVale McGee was a good pickup. We bring in a 2-time champion, somebody with championship experience from the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors didn't. I mean, yeah. When we brought him in, I thought this was a stellar move because we're taking a big man away from the Warriors. But you know what happened next. They signed DeMarcus fucking Cousins, which I think was the Warriors are a smart franchise. Okay, I have to give it to them, man. They drafted really well, and two of their big, their fucking all-star starting lineup. They got Kevin Durant and DeMarcus to free agency. DeMarcus wanted to win a ring and then put himself back out there in 2019 to get a bigger, larger max deal because he would be coming off that Achilles injury and not a lot of people want to pay him off that. And in 2019, he will be off of that injury. And so in that case, people will want to pay him the max deal that he eventually wants. So that's why he went to the Warriors, because he wanted to win a ring, you know. That's what I think about JaVale so far. Third pickup, Lance Stevenson. It's funny how we picked up Lance Stevenson. Oh, after all the things he went through with LeBron, it's nice to have, you know, Lance here. You know, I just love Lance's game, man. He's just that guy who will get under your fucking skin. Like, we're gonna need people against, like, the Warriors, you know, the Rockets, Timberwolves, not Cavs, but superstar teams, you know, steadily young growing teams. We're gonna need somebody like Lance to get under somebody's skin, you know, make them irritated. You just make them frustrated, like Kevin Garnett or something like that. The last pickup, Rajon Rondo. Rajon, obviously from this year we know playoff Rondo went off. You know, playoff Rondo was really good. And if we do make the playoffs, we eventually hope we can get that same form in the playoffs for our team this year. Now we have LeBron, Lonzo, and Rondo. You know, LeBron just came off a 9-assist season. He had about 9 assists this year. Lonzo had about 7 or 6, and Rondo had about, I forgot, like 8 or 9. I forgot. They're all great passers, okay? It's my guinea pig. They're all great passers. They're going to complement Ingram and Kuzma very well, and that's why I like this pickup a lot. Brings in solid defense, NBA veteran, NBA championship experience to add on that with LeBron and his 3 rings, and JaVale with his 2 rings. So I honestly like that pickup from us. Magic he's doing an excellent job so far. Another topic I do want to touch on is Kawhi Leonard. Reportedly they want Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Josh Hart, and 3 first-round picks. If the Lakers do this deal, they're absolutely retarded. Because what if Kawhi walks? If Kawhi doesn't, you know, sign a max, you know, with us, we just threw away 3 of our future. We just threw away basically our core. You know, Lonzo's still going to be there. But I'm talking about our young core. You know, LeBron's not young. LeBron, he's 30, about to be 34 in December. He's not young. Well, basketball-wise, but... You know, we're throwing away a whole young core. We're giving up valuable pieces. And how we've been drafting those pieces, those draft picks, man, they could be really valuable. So I absolutely don't think we should trade for them. Trade for Kawhi, man. When he's a free agent next year. It's not like LeBron has a 4-year deal. He's not going to walk next year. He honestly should have took a 2-year deal, but hey, it doesn't matter to me. Yeah, but I just don't like that move. We're trading Brandon Ingram. Like, people were like, we should trade Ingram for Paul George. That is the worst. No, because Paul George, yeah, even though he stayed, I don't think he's gonna stay with us. Paul George, he stayed because of Russell. He stayed. He thought their playoff run was like because they were missing Andre Roberson. Yeah, Andre Roberson is a defensive stopper, but he's not going to bring you no ring, bro. Russell Westbrook you could not win with because he just has this mentality of him trying to be the hero so much and chucking up 40 shots or 30 shots a game. You cannot win with somebody like that. Why don't you think he's been out of the first round in 2 years? First round, yeah, sure, I give it to him. But this year, no excuse. They lost to Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, Jay Crowder, and Ricky Rubio. You can't lose to that. You cannot lose to that when you have Russell Westbrook, damn near basically a top 3 point guard, and you have Paul George, a top 20 player, and you have a Carmelo Anthony who's not cooperating with you, and fucking he wants to come on the starting lineup. Nigga, you're not in New York no more. You have to take the bench role. You take that bench role, man. You get the bench some points, man. You let Russell and Paul get energy. You have to come off the bench for that team. You cannot, and I mean not, argue, because nigga, there's different roles. Okay, I get that, but your role, Carmelo, is to come off the bench. I don't care that you have 28 million to your name. You must come off the bench. Nobody's gonna pay you that 28 million, Carmelo, because they know you're ignorant and stubborn. From this year in OKC, you can obviously see it. You know, you can obviously see it that he is stubborn and wants to come off the starting lineup. Now, someplace like Houston, yeah, I can see you coming off the starting lineup, coming in the starting lineup because they just lost Trevor Ariza. They just lost Trevor Ariza to the Suns. I don't think. I mean, Trevor Ariza, you were 1 win away from the finals, and you go to the Suns. Yeah, I know they have DeAndre Ayton and Booker and Warren and Jackson, but they're not going to be winning anytime soon. Hell no. They're not going to be winning anytime soon, so I think this was a bad move. Like, no one's going to pay you $50-60 million, Ariza. I'm sorry if I'm going off topic. This is supposed to be Laker news, but, you know, we haven't really... Yeah, we've made big signings, obviously big signings, but... That's all the Laker news I want to touch on was the free agency signings and Kawhi Leonard for Lakers, and I'm trying to talk around shit around the league that has happened. But I think that's where I'm going to stop my introductory video. I hope you guys come back for my second video. That's probably just going to happen maybe in a couple days, because maybe when free agency... Oh, one thing I do want to touch on is Zach LaVine. The Bulls keep him 4 years, $80 million. Is that a good move? No. And Zach LaVine is somebody, he has great athleticism. He can knock down the three a little bit, and he has decent mid range. But if you're paying him $80 million over, if he has that big of a contract, man, that might put you back if you're gonna want to sign a bigger free agent in the future. Yeah, for the Bulls, yeah. If you let him walk to Sacramento, who would that starting lineup be? It would be De'Aaron, Zach LaVine. Who the fuck's the three on that? Boban, or one of the Marjanoviches. Marvin Bagley, Willie Cauley-Stein. That team's gonna do really good. They have a young future, man, but you have to let them walk. You have to let him walk. I don't get why you bring him back. Maybe I didn't give enough reason, but I'm not giving him back just on the sole fact that could set us back a couple years if we want to sign a big free agent like Kyrie Irving, Kawhi, or somebody like that. Because let me tell you, man, not everybody's attracted to LA or the big cities. Like, you know, it depends how your team is doing. And Paul George stayed because of Russell Westbrook. And he had some decent help there, but he choked Game 6. LeBron left because, you know, I'm just gonna save that for another video. Actually, no, I'm gonna throw it into the video. You know, make this a decent sized video for y'all. Well, for nobody, because no one's watching my channel. But yeah, but Tyronn Lue does not know how to coach. At the trade deadline, February 8th, 2018. Well, I don't know why I brought up the date. They bring in Jordan Clarkson, Rodney Hood, George Hill, and Larry Nance. Jordan Clarkson and Larry coming from the Lakers, Rodney coming from the Jazz, and George coming from the Kings. Mind you that Jordan Clarkson, obviously you know I'm a Laker fan. Jordan Clarkson was doing really good for us, like a 15-point per game score. Rodney Hood's doing good in Utah, 15-point per game scorer. You know, Larry Nance is that rebounder type of guy who has a lot of athleticism, who the Cavaliers needed. George Hill, a 3-and-D type point guard who can hit the three and play a lot of defense. And what does Cleveland do with them in the playoffs? What do? They do not play. They do not play him. They just didn't get the best out of everybody. LeBron did not get the best out of him. Now, LeBron's a Laker. I can't really shit-talk him that much. I mean, I can. You know, I'm still shit-talk him a little bit, but he did not utilize his talent like he was supposed to. He a lot of LeBron's assists come from him driving in the paint and then the defense collapsing on him and him kicking it out. That's where a lot of his assists go. not everybody on the Cavs is a spot-up shooter, except for like Kyle Korver. Hood is a spot-up shooter. Clarkson's not. Clarkson's like an all-around point guard, except for the defensive end. He could play a little bit of defense, but I'm not talking about some type of Gary Payton type defense. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about he's an iffy defender sometimes. But they did not use their talent right. Larry Nance he really could have thrived there with LeBron there, especially him kicking it down low. Like, he really could have thrived, but their scoring numbers dropped drastically in the playoffs. Like, honestly, I barely even saw Rodney Hood play in that whole playoffs, except for Game 3 in the finals. He dropped like 15. That's his like big playoff moment, I guess. I think it would have been a lot worse for them if they would have lost first round to the Pacers. But I mean, that team just the Cavs are not going to get. They weren't going to get much farther, honestly. Even with Kyrie, man, the Warriors just got so much more stronger that offseason. Like, they brought a lot of good bench pieces. Like, they weren't just going to beat them with Kyrie. Especially if Kyrie gets injured, yeah. They're just going to... Fucking old-ass Richard Jefferson, JR, and fucking... You know, it's kind of on George Hill's fault, too, you know. He missed the free throw, too, so you can't really be blaming it all on J.R. Smith. Oh, okay. Yeah, but you really can't be blowing it, using it all on JR, so, like, I don't get the hate, so, well, I do get the hate, but I don't get all of it for JR. Some of it has 50-50, okay, 50-50, or 70-30, 70-30, I guess, whatever. But, yeah, that's all I really wanted to touch on my first video. This was kind of a long video. I'm trying to keep my videos like 5 to 10 minutes, but this went to 16, but I'll make sure that you guys, I'll check in with you guys in a couple days. One for each, see if it progresses and see if we sign anybody. Peace. I'm Dom, that Laker fan 24, also known as Zero Guy Loading. I'm out. Peace.